Hey, good evening, Ian. Just a quick audio check to see where the Amiga is relative to the talkover on the audio. I've had to redo a bunch of things. Oh yeah, we call it Tuesday Snooze Day. Alright, I just couldn't resist, because like, the mod is right there. How's everyone doing? Oh, my mic is peaking like crazy. Look at me. I'm gonna just back that down just a little bit. I do this little sound check and then I get excited when I go on. Suddenly my voice goes crazy. I also need to turn down my monitor just a tad. So, like I said in the alert, I've had a lousy day. My back is like on fire, and I figured it's just time to sit back, chillax, and watch some demos. Texas Foosballer, Ian Pulpo, Amiga Gamer, Lady Ilaros, and White Star 02. Good to see you. Good to meet you. Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's doing well. Balance things up a little bit here. Amiga makes bad days better. Yes, it does. Love the emotes, Texas Foos. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm trying something a little bit different tonight. Streaming Amiga demos is notoriously codec killing. So I've sort of tuned everything, and also I'm streaming in 720 tonight. So hopefully I can devote more bits to fewer pixels. That is the hope. Rev 6, no, Rev 1. So for those of you who don't know, this. Where's the Amiga cam? Here's the Amiga cam. This is my 1200. Oh look, I don't have audio set up for this. It's fine. It's all fine. When did I become inappropriate? So yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. Skylar13 on Mastodon. Oh, good to meet you as well. Welcome, Skylar. Yeah, so this is one of my Amiga 1200s. Over the last week, I placed an order from amigastore.eu and bought some accelerators that I'd been thinking about and hemming and hawing about for a really long time. They came in and I put them in. So this one is running the Terrible Fire 1260. I think I can actually get you sort of a little bit of look down there. I printed a new trapdoor, one of the hex vented ones, to give it a little bit more ventilation. But honestly, this 060 does not even, it gets a little warm, but it's not really a problem. So Texas Foos is asking if it's a Rev 6. No, it's a Rev 1. The Rev 6 people love because you can overclock those things like crazy, but you do need some cooling. This is just a stock 50 megahertz 060. And I've been very impressed at what it can do. It'll drop the frame rate in a few places on a few demos that I'll probably play tonight. But generally, I'm been very satisfied with it. My other Amiga 1200 has a Pi Storm 32 Lite. So I've been actually spending a little more time with the 060 than the Pi Storm. The first one I set up was the Pi Storm, and it's just, you know, it goes to 11, but it has some issues accessing chip RAM. So some demos can actually run faster on this 50 megahertz 060 than the ludicrous speed Pi Storm. So for a Rev actually boots without the fishy smell. Oof, that's not good. Yeah, AGA Amigas and 030 and Amiga 3000s have capacitor problems. This one I recapped myself. The other one I bought when it was already recapped. But yeah, I'm enjoying some demos. It's pretty crazy. So let's see if I can find the right scene. There we are. I'm actually running. So I'm running video tonight through the RetroTank 5X, and it's outputting 576p. So it's just line doubling for me tonight. And I'm doing all the scaling in OBS to try and limit the number of things that do scaling. It's all highly experimental. But I've just been loading all sorts of demos on this thing, and I love it. I love the demo scene. I love all the good stuff. And so tonight, actually, I've decided, rather than just like jump around and do crazy stuff, I'm actually going to do sort of a bit of a history and run through a whole bunch of demos by the Black Lotus. Very well-known Amiga demo group. And I was looking at the history. You know, you just go to Poet, look at the history, and their first Amiga demo was in 1992, which I've watched just like little bits of these things on YouTube just to see, you know, is this going to be reasonable? Sure, why not? So I threw a bunch of stuff on here, and I've made a list. And we'll see how many we get through. Definitely want to get to some of the later ones, hopefully. But so to answer your question, Jelly Be Good, when did it become inappropriate? Some of these demos, like a lot of demos, they feature nudity. They feature drawn pixel art of naked women, which is a super common thing in the demo scene. And if I want to present these demos, like in the past, I've presented demos and captured videos and tried to edit this sort of thing out. And now I'm just kind of not going to do that. Because that's what these things are, and can't really hide it. It's just sort of there. So if anyone doesn't want to see that tonight, I'm sorry, but that's what's kind of on the menu. So that's the word of warning. I went ahead and checked all of the boxes to make people aware of what's going on, and also the fact that a lot of these demos contain flashing images, colors, alternating stuff. If you are photosensitive, also probably not the right stream for you tonight. So there, that is all of the sort of disclaimers. Let's jump into some demos. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut over to the I have a just show the Amiga scene when I run some of these things, because I don't need to be standing up here y'all watching me watching demos. All right, now I have to consult my notes over here. Yeah, so all right, so the first one, 1992, a demo called Cerberus, and I cannot operate the Amiga with my PC mouse. Nope, that's Captured Dreams. This is Cerberus. Show all icon. Nope. All files. Where is it? I wonder if I actually didn't copy that one over. Let's check the compact flash card here. Oh, I'm no. Doing this the hard way. Going to directory opus. Sorry about that. Okay. Well, apparently I didn't copy this off of my desktop. Well, maybe we'll get to that later then. All right, fine. So, 1992, Cerberus. There was a little bit of a gap. They were a multi-platform group, and so they had little gaps where they did other different platforms. I'll try and get this copied on while the demo's running. So the next one up is a demo called Tint. And let's see that. I'm sorry, it's been a day and I haven't had time to put together my usual notes. So Tint was first place at the Gathering in 1996. Very popular demo. There. Yeah, this folder is empty. And even if I show all files, it's empty. So apparently I made the directory and forgot to copy the files. It's been a day. Yeah, thanks. All right, Tint, Black Lotus, first place, Gathering, 1996. And ha. History of the TBL demos I bothered to extract. Yes, exactly. Chip RAM. Curses. I need to close some things. What do I have that I can close? Not a whole heck of a lot, honestly. I might have to reboot. Yeah. No startup sequence. This is a common thing for demos. Now, I have had some problems with compatibility when I boot with no startup sequence. So, hopefully this will work. This is all just so completely untested. Yeah. There we go. Alright, there we have it. Tint, Black Lotus. Whoops. That's the scene I'm trying to go to. 1996, The Gathering. It won. First place for The Gathering. Alright. We're stuck. Alright, we're stuck. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so I figured out why I hadn't extracted the first demo on my list is because there's nothing to extract. It's just a single file. So probably can't actually run it from here. I'm gonna try and get back into Workbench. Very long demo, you know, during that era where trackmos were definitely not the majority of demos. You know, closer to Amiga Demo than what we know as modern single track or trackmo demos. And yeah, it does resemble early DOS demos, because early DOS demos resembled Amiga demos. They just, you know, had hardware that was not very well suited for it. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, Cerberus. I keep going into here as though I expect to navigate it like some sort of human being, when what I really need to do is fire up Directory Opus. Okay, sure, you can copy it to the RAM disk if you really want. But what I actually want to put you is here. Copy. Yes, that absolutely was the challenge. I mean, PC demos were their own breed of things that they turned into, and I love the PC DOS scene. It was the first demo scene that I discovered, and I came to Amiga much later. But for now, let's see if we can get view by name. Let's see if we can actually get this to run. So this is 1992 Cerberus. No release party noted on Poet. So might have predated the era when Black Lotus members were attending demo parties. Okay. I'm guessing it's not supposed to look like this. Yeah, okay. So what we have here is an OCS demo that's not going to run properly on an AGA machine. Which is too bad, because I really dig the tune. All right. Well, moving on. All right, so the next one on my list, there's a couple more from 1996. There's Dark Side and Goa. I'm actually starting to get mildly concerned about the amount of time that I have tonight, so I might just jump straight ahead to Goa, which was third place at Assembly 1996. Dark Side was released at Remedy 1996, but Goa has considerably higher ratings, and maybe we'll just do that one. So yeah, third place at Assembly 96. Yes, that is very true, and I should have looked for that because I probably have it on here. Nope, that's not the window I want to close. That's the window I want to close. Maybe if we have time later, I'll go back and see if I have a WHD load on. Thanks for pointing that out to me, Amiga Gamer. I always forget about that. All right. It's also not unusual for a lot of these demos to just sort of sit here and pre-calc. There we go. Go by the Black Lotus. Third place, Assembly 1993. Sorry, 1996. So I think actually I'm going to go ahead and run Dark Side, which took first place at Remedy 1996, which I think was an earlier party than Assembly. So we will just adjust my camera just a little bit. Take a look at our text files here. The Ultimate Demo BBS for Archimedes. Look at that. This one has a lot of text files. Wherever this archive came from, it passed through a lot of bulletin boards because every single bulletin board attached their own silly text file. Yeah, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different BBS text files, and then the demo. All right, Dark Side, first place, Remedy, 1996. All right, Dark Side. Again, that was first place. I'm sort of trying to consolidate my notes. First place at Remedy 1996. So that was the 3 demos from 1996. Moving into 1997, they start to morph into something that feels a lot more like the Black Lotus stuff that I know. And let's see. So the next one, let me fix my monitor here. See it a little bit better. The next one I want to run is Captured Dreams, and that is one of my favorites, partly because of the music, music by Radix. The first bunch of these demos have had music done by their own musician, Azazel, but at some point I think they might have just like no longer had a musician, you know, as a permanent part of their group, and I know, sort of like guest musicians. And Radix did a number of things, and I really like his tunes. So, all right, Captured Dreams. First place at The Gathering 1997. The Gathering was one of the big European parties at the time. So first place at The Gathering, 1997. Captured Dreams, again, by Black Lotus. That was first place, Gathering 1997. And so we move on to their first place winner from the Gathering 1998. A demo called Imitation None, which I'm absolutely, completely unfamiliar with. No idea what to expect from this one. But I think maybe some people will agree with me that that last demo starts to look a lot more like what we come to later expect from Black Lotus demos. Sort of starting to solidify a little bit, in my opinion. Anyway, Imitation None, their winning entry from the Gathering 1998. Or not. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not the file I'm looking for. This is the file I'm looking for. Apparently they're very, very, very sorry. And I'm wondering, did I accidentally copy a PC 64K on here? No, it says it's an Amiga 64K. But my Amiga certainly doesn't like it. File is not executable. All right, don't know what happened to that guy. Is there a thing I need to do? Do I need to, like, what's the Amiga equivalent of chmod plus X? Execute, save. Haha, look at me. Figuring things out. Okay, well, I guess that's the end. Yes, that's the end. That is the end, my friend. Imitation None, winner at the Gathering 1998. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 demos potentially. Might have to cut a few of these in the interest of time. But all right, so after the and at some point, I think it's at some point around here that the Gathering stopped being a thing, because there's no more entries from that. The next one that I have on my list is Rain, which was third place at The Party 1999. A party simply called The Party. So yeah, this was the third place winner, The Party 1999, Rain. We'll see how many demos I can go before I have to reboot. Rain by the Black Lotus. Again, let's see, yeah, third place, The Party 1999. They had a second demo in 1999, came in second place at a party called Takeover. I think I'm going to skip that because I'm going to be running low on time and I want to get to like the really good demos. And the next one of those really good demos, I'm just going to go ahead and reboot, is one called Perfect Circle, and that took first place. We're now out of the party era and we're into Mecha and Symposium. And Perfect Circle was the first place in the Amiga demo competition at Mecha and Symposium. I'm assuming that these places are all in the Amiga demo category, although I guess some of them could have been just in a generic old school, but later on you get into demo parties with a generic old school rather than a specific Amiga. I think they still had, these were probably entered into Amiga specific demo competitions. Yeah, there absolutely are, and I'm really enjoying getting a chance to look at all of these demos now that I have a machine that's capable of running so many more of them, from a RAM perspective and just a CPU perspective. All right, Perfect Circle. Yeah, the Electronic Knights do have some great ones too. There's so many good groups. I mean, you can sort of see that I've got a lot of different types of a lot of demos on here from a lot of different groups. CNCD, this demo Closer, also very good demo. Ghost Town, tons of good demos. These are, you know, pretty modern stuff. But we're going to do Perfect Circle next. Again, winner, first place, Mecha and Symposium. 2001. This one was also packed onto the Mind Candy. If you have Mind Candy Volume 2, or if you go and, yeah, I think you can download all the files from Mind Candy Volume 2. This demo is on there. Great one. And thank you, Texas Boost. All right. And here's our first appearance of their modern Black Lotus TBL logo in the bottom left as well.
For the next 60 seconds, this station will conduct a test of the emergency broadcast system. This is only a test.
Perfect Circle, first place, Mecha and Symposium 2001. And I almost sat on my glasses, so yay. Yeah, it runs really smooth. This is one of those demos that like it'll run if you give it enough memory, it'll run in an 030, but there's parts of it that are just an absolute slideshow. And just seeing it on an 060, I'm so super pleased. All right, the next one after this, which it's funny, I always get these two flipped in my mind. I always think that Perfect Circle came second, but it didn't. It came first before their 2002 Mecha Symposium winner, Little Nell. Which I know I have on here, and I have run this. This is one of the first ones that I ran. And let's see, this one, so now we start to get into the Scene.org awards as well, with Mecha Symposium 2002, sorry. And this was nominated in, let me get this right here. This was nominated in Best Demo, Best Graphics, and Best Soundtrack. Did not win. I don't know who the winners were, but it was nominated. And this may be the first Scene.org awards. I'm not sure. All right, 2002 Mecha Symposium, Little Nell. Little Nell, first place, Mecca and Symposium 2002. And now here we see the first appearance of their Decepticon logo as well. Really good music by Trauma Child Genesis there. Both of this one and the last one were by Trauma Child Genesis. 8-channel XM mod. I think it actually does end here, or maybe it just keeps spinning. Yeah, all right. And let's see, I think this was, yeah, so that was the last one from the short-lived Mecca and Symposium party, because after this point, Mecca and Symposium is no longer, and we are into Breakpoint. So in Breakpoint 2003, they released Magia, and this was nominated for a bunch of awards, a bunch of Scene.org awards. Did not win them either. No idea why. Best Demo, Public's Choice, Best Direction. But it did win first place in the Amiga Demo Compo at Breakpoint 2003. So here is Magia. Magia by Amiga, first place, Breakpoint 2003. And yes, a 68060 AGA demo. Hey Brock, welcome in. Good to see you. And also RetroSwim, don't know if I've actually said hi to you on camera, but welcome. Thanks everyone for hanging out with me. It's like, I'm gonna watch demos anyway. I like doing demo shows. It's fun. All right, so after Magia, we move on to 2004. Once again, Breakpoint. Their winning entry from the Amiga Demo competition, Breakpoint 2004, Silk Cut. Now we're very solidly in the new school Amiga category with Silk Cut. Where is it? Oh, seriously? Did I not copy that one either? Y'all might get to watch Archive Extract run here instead. Yeah, there it is right there. Yep, I made Starstruck, but not Silk Cut. And it's going to take a little while to extract because it's a little slow copying from the PCMCI slot. So I'm not using the EH IDE on the 1260. I don't have ROMs set up for that yet, and also it's a little difficult fit. So I'm still using the onboard IDE over here, but I'm using a IDE to SD converter sold by Retro Rewind, and it's a super solid device. I get 2 megabytes per second easily on that device. So all right, let's try this again. Silk Cut, first place, Breakpoint 2004. Silk Cut, first place, Breakpoint 2004. Yeah, so definitely entered the realm of the new school Amiga demos. We're not playing tracked music anymore. The music is just ADPCM packed into the data file. We're starting to see most scenes in widescreen mode, and the emergence of the sort of setup of how they do the demos. You can particularly see it in, you see their Bones Engine Dancer, which they'll use a ton over the next few demos, all the way up to the current times, and their greetings sequence, the way they have these things very stylized, very integrated into the demo. I really like those aspects of the modern demos. So after Silk Cut in 2004, we got Ocean Machine in 2005. This is a spectacular demo, probably my favorite of their work. Music, again, not tracked at all, but music by Yoke. You may remember that from the demo group CNCD. And it also features Yugi on the piano. It's not credited, but I've been told that is the case. This one was, let's see, it was Breakpoint 2005. It actually won Scene Awards for, I think, Best Graphics and Best Soundtrack. Winners on this demo, in addition to winning the demo compo. So, all right, Ocean Machine.
La méthode, c'est faux. Et c'est pour ça que c'est beau. La méthode, c'est faux. Et c'est pour ça que c'est beau. La méthode, c'est faux. Et c'est pour ça que c'est beau. Que c'est beau. Et c'est beau.
Potion Machine by the Black Lotus, winner of the Amiga Demo Compo Breakpoint 2005. 2005 is when this one is Octims. Good to see you. Welcome in. And there we have it. Yeah, final released April 10th, 2005. And this one won the Scene.org Awards the next year for Best Graphics and Best Soundtrack. And Yoke has released a full high-quality stereo version of that soundtrack too. I have it in my collection. It's damn good. So moving out of 2005, we get into 2006, which I think is still Breakpoint. Yeah. And they have actually, in 2006, they had two entries at two different compos. Requiem took third place at Breakpoint 2006. But I think I'm going to skip that in the interest of time because I would rather play Starstruck, which was first placed at Assembly. This one has, if you look on Poet, it has a ton of hearts and first scene awards for Best Graphics and Best Direction, nominations in Best Demo, Best Soundtrack, and Public's Choice. Apparently this demo also got a Falcon port. I cannot imagine. It must be one of those 060 Falcons. Yeah, first Power Max. I mean, yeah, I don't have any access to PowerPC Amiga, but PowerPC Amiga was a thing. It kind of doesn't have much wind behind its sails compared to classic Amigas. At least in what I can see. Maybe I'm just not plugged into the right groups. So yeah, this is another one, streamed audio, not tracked. You can see this gigantic data file. It's like a 20 meg demo. But Starstruck from 2006, winner at Assembly. And we will fix that. So I think this was another one that came in a zip file instead of an LHA. And contains 20% new content. How exciting. Yes, Black Lotus Assembly 2006, winner of the Amiga Compo with Starstruck. Take a look at the text file here. When the PC the demo was running WinUAE. Oh boy. Micro of Mystic Bytes ported the demo to the Falcon. That's interesting. I will never see that demo on real hardware, probably. And yeah, apparently the final released a mere, what, 12 years later? Yeah. All right, that was Starstruck. That brings me to the last one on my list. Going to run slightly over time, but this one is Rift. We have now left the Breakpoint era. Breakpoint has been replaced by Revision, and this was their winning entry at Revision 2014. Nominated for 2 Meteorics. And this is another demo that I do not believe I have actually seen before, and I certainly haven't seen it on real hardware. So I'm very excited to check this one out. This will be it for tonight, and we'll raid on over to someone else after this. But here's our final demo, 2014. They took a little bit of a break between 6 and 14, and then they came back strong.
meets a normal eye. Behind the curtain of everyday consciousness is hidden another, unutterably strange mental universe.
Rift by the Black Lotus, winner of the Amiga Demo Competition Revision 2014. And that's all I have that's actually going to run on this machine. They did have one very notable demo, Amiga demo, that was released after this, and that was Eon. That one was an OCS demo, 512 chip, 512 fast. So pretty much a stock Amiga 500 demo, famous track by Hoffman, who is actually the guy that I got the Blizzard that I used to have in here from. So I really wanted to be able to run Hoffman demo, and I did some of his other demos, running Hoffman demos on the accelerator that I got from him. Unfortunately, Eon famously will not run on an AGA machine, and I have no OCS box. I could bust out the Mr. 500 but that would take a while to set up. So I think probably going to call it at this point. But that is the chronology of Black Lotus demos on the Amiga. Now, Black Lotus have done demos on lots of platforms, including DOS, Windows. They've even had some releases on BOS. Some of their stuff's been ported to the Falcon. So plenty of platforms for that group. So thanks everyone for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Retrofox, don't burn yourself. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. RetroSwim, Back Apple Octams, Ian, I know you've taken off Mechaform. Good to see you. And everyone else who's popped in here. Lady Alaros at the beginning, Brock 101, Texas Foos, Commodore Chronicles. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I appreciate y'all being here and indulging in my love for the demo scene and, you know, torturing my new accelerator. Check on the bottom of here. And Petzel, hey, good to see you as well. Yeah, it is ever so slightly warm underneath here, but not a problem by any means. But I can feel that my trapdoor cover here, this 3D printed one, is now a fair amount more flexible than it was. So we'll see how long that lasts. Printed in PLA. Yeah. All right. Well, no promises. I won't hold you to it then, Retrofox. All right. Let us see who is out there on the intertubes that needs a raid. Probably someone that we've raided plenty of times before, because this hour, not a lot of folks that I follow seem to be online. All right. Nope, don't want to do that. Let's see. Sid is soldering. Zero Page is going to be still buried in their pre-roll. DJ Psycho M1 is playing some spooky arcade. Splatterhouse. We could raid on over to some arcade. So, thanks everyone. Stay safe out there. Have a good week. And if I can work all of the Twitches, then we will raid on over to DJ Psycho M1. Say hi to some real arcade action in the Pandemicade. Bye.